Hello guys and welcome back to the next episode of Plum Labs. So you joined me in my mine. I'm doing a little bit of mining, but what I'm really here for is some lava, because I'm thinking of going to the nether. And you're probably thinking, oh, how come I've got my diamond pickaxe back? Well, the pickaxe I made before had a mining level of iron. I'm not quite sure why. I thought it had a mining level of obsidian, that's what I'm sure I read, and I think I read the wrong material. But we're getting some obsidian now, and I think what I might do is make myself an obsidian pickaxe head. Or maybe when I go to the nether I might pick myself up some manulin and stuff. So I may have made my tinker's tools prematurely before I went to the nether, which is possibly a little bit of a stupid idea. I bet you guys probably punched me in the comment section below. Okay guys, mining trip over, got some obsidian, and we're pretty much ready now to go to the nether. So, flint, where do I store flint? I don't know where I've stored the flint actually. That's quite annoying. Okay, I'm gonna put, I'm just gonna pretty much dump all the, I've got some ore, I know it's ore and it doesn't really belong in there. I know a few you guys are probably gonna be triggered by that, but hopefully not. So flint there, we are pretty much ready to go to the nether. Hopefully, we're not gonna die. If we die, that'll be quite a disaster, since I have quite a few valuables on me. Now, you guys should probably know me by now, I'm not a real big fan of the nether noises. So I think what I'm going to do is go and stick the nether portal somewhere away in the distance where I'm not going to be able to see it. I think what I might do is stick it behind here. This seems a fairly reasonable spot. It's close enough to my base that it's not a huge inconvenience to get to whenever I need it. What's this carrot we've got? Oh, it's a parsnip, not a carrot. Why don't you guys tell me? Oh, potato. Is that some Minecraft potato too? Oh, we can actually get a potato farm going. I've never really... we haven't even been to an NPC village yet and we've got potatoes. I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, it's possibly a little bit high. We may or may not be able to see it from my base. Have I derped in? Yes, I've derped. I thought I had. You guys didn't remind me again. I blame you guys. No, it's not fair. It's my fault. So now this piece of dirt is going to need to go right where that obsidian was to be able to make the top of the pole. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Into the nether we go. Okay guys, so the world's loaded in. Hopefully we shouldn't get any lag issues or anything. Now one thing I find quite interesting about the nether is we've now spawned right next to glowstone, and I'm going to be honest, this never ever happens to me normally. I never ever normally get lucky enough to get glowstone right at spawn. It gets normally really high up, and I mean really high up, to the point where you can't reach it, and somehow in this world it appears to be right where we spawn. Which I'm not complaining in any way, shape or form, so don't accuse me of complaining or anything, please. I think what I might do is have a little bit of a poke around there. Why are we not picking up this glowstone? Oh, it's just, I think we are getting a little bit of lag just based on the fact the world is just loading in. So there's some cobalt up there, which I'm not even sure if we can mine. Hopefully we can. I don't know. I assume we're not going to be able to. Like, I'm not going to lie. We're probably not going to be able to. Now, I believe this is the stuff that sets you on fire when you actually stand on it, I believe. Yes, it is. Well, it doesn't set you on fire, it just burns you. I might pick a bit of it up, actually, since it seems... doesn't seem useful, it just seems... it's kind of cool looking, I'm not going to lie. So this seems to be a pretty neat spawn, actually. So we've got some lava, we've got quite a lot of lava, we've got some glowstone, we've got some netherrack. We pretty much have access to a lot of things, actually, which aren't really particularly common at a spawn in the nether, so I'm quite happy with this, actually. I think what I'm going to do is leave with my glowstone there before a ghast or some horrible monster comes along and tries to murder me. So I believe having some glowstone, this will definitely make our life a lot easier when we want to go for some refined storage stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to the next segment. Now I want to start this video off with a bit of an announcement. And it's the fact that I haven't actually recorded anything for the last 2 or 3 months. And mainly that's because of exams and stuff. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I've not really had much time to do Plum Lab, since if I'm honest it has taken quite a lot of my time to actually do these episodes. So I might be a little bit rusty guys getting back into the swing of things, but hopefully we should be fine. Now I have rewatched the last segment of the video, and if I remember correctly, the last thing I was doing was talking about refined storage. And I found a potato, so I was going to do some potato farming as well at some point, but I believe our storage system is a bit of a mess, and it's a bit of a pain, with everything being a mess and such. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do something pretty fun. Well, let's say fun. I'm going to go to the nether first, because I want to set up a refined storage system. I know you need some quartz-infused stuff. So if I type in quartz... Is there going to be any quartz-infused iron anywhere? Or is that going to be on the next page? There it is. Quartz-infused iron. So what do you need to make this stuff? You need some iron and some nether quartz. So not too shabby of a recipe. And another announcement I want to make is that I have updated the pack to the latest version. We are now running the latest version of the Direwolf 20 pack. We're running the I think it's like 2.1, I think the version of the pack is. So you're on the latest version, and we have one of my favourite mods returning to 1.12. As I don't believe it was in... the mod wasn't updated to 1.12, but they've now updated it, and that mod, as you can probably guess, is Ender.io, one of my absolute favourite mods, as there's just so much functionality to it. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is go and... I might collect a little bit more glowstone, because I believe we are probably going to need quite a bit of it. But I'm going to pause the video, guys, I'm going to go find some nether quartz, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I've struck a little bit of nether quartz, just digging around, which is a good find. We haven't got fortune on our pick yet, so we're not going to get an absolute crazy amount, but hopefully we should get a fairly decent amount in this vein. And I'm also going to do a bit more hunting around, because I believe we're going to need quite a bit of this nether quartz for our refined storage system. So I'm going to go on the hunt for a bit more, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have actually found, coincidentally, I wasn't even looking for it, but I found some cobalt ore actually, which I believe we could use... where did it drop? Can you not mine cobalt with a diamond pickaxe? I'm sure you can mine cobalt with a diamond pickaxe. Okay, I may have just wasted some cobalt there like a moron, having not played the game for a while. I think, unless they've changed something, yeah, I don't think it's mineable with a diamond pickaxe. I believe you need a higher mining level to actually mine cobalt. Okay guys, so I've just been poking around a little bit since the last segment of the video when I came out of the nether. And I've decided I want to go ahead and do what I said I'd do at the start of the episode, and that is go into refined storage. Now, first thing I'm going to need is something called a solderer. And it's a pretty basic recipe. It requires some quartz enriched iron and some sticky pistons. So luckily, yes, we have some slime balls. And I'm also going to need some wood. Some cobble. I don't know exactly how much cobblestone, but I'll make sure I have plenty. And let's go ahead and make some, first of all, some quartz enriched iron. I believe we're going to need quite a little bit of it, so we're going to need a couple of pistons. 1, 2. Let's turn those into sticky pistons, and boom, solderer. Now, I don't know if this guy actually requires power. Does this guy require power? That's what I wanted to know. I don't know if he exactly needs power, so we're going to plonk him down and see. So he is textured with facts, which is pretty cool, and I'm not entirely sure if he needs power or not. It doesn't have any interface for power, so I don't believe he actually does need power, which is definitely a benefit, I'd say. So I'm going to go and stick the solderer down here then, and let's go and make our controller. So the controller, it might just be easier to search up for refined storage. Refined storage is here, that's the creative one. So we need a diamond, some silicon. Now silicon, I don't even have a clue what that's trying to say. You can get clay, and you can get silicon that way apparently. And there's an 80% chance for some silicon to appear. You can get it from applied energistics by smelting Certus quartz dust. How else can you get it? Okay, you can get it that way, which I've just looked at. So what's the way we haven't looked at yet? And I believe it's the refined storage way. And you can smelt nether quartz, which I believe is the conventional way of doing it. So I'm going to go and sleep through the night, but first of all I want to go and set up my smelting to happen. So where's our little powered furnace? Has he done smelting our ores? Yes, he has. So I don't want to turn all this nether quartz into silicon, but I believe it's quite a common thing to use. So I'm going to say use about 20. That seems about fine. Does it seem right, guys? Does that seem an okay amount? I'm thinking it does. So let's go and sleep through the night. Sorry guys if I like, have to have a drink or whatever through the video. It's like middle of July. It's really hot, and yeah, I need to stay hydrated because it's like 30+ degrees outside when there's no air conditioning, so it's very warm. So silicon. I believe now we should have everything we need to make a controller. Well, we have some silicon anyway, so we've got a bit of that. We've got a diamond. Now we just need to make some machine casing, which is chiseled stone. But do you have to use chiseled stone, or can you just use any kind of stone? I believe it has to be chiseled, so I can just chisel some stone. Do we have any stone? I don't think we do. You know, I'll just smelt half a stack, and then I'll get our little chisel out. Where the chisel's gone? I don't think I kept it in my inventory. Did I? What did I do with it? Have I hidden it somewhere? Do you guys remember where I put it? It's not in my inventory. Okay guys, no harm done. I'll just go and make another chisel, since I appear to... I'm either blind, or I cannot find it, because I don't have any. That is not how you make a stick. There we go, that's how you make a chisel. In fact, can you turn cobblestone directly into it? I don't know if you can, actually. I don't think you can, because it says it requires chiseled stone. So I believe that is specifically referencing smooth stone. So I'm going to go and get the... We have a few minerals in here and stuff. We've got some more lead, actually. Lead is definitely going to be helpful. So stone. Let's chisel this guy into this basic chiseled stone. Okay, there it is, chiseled stone. Well, that's... I don't know if it requires a specific type of chiseled stone, but we'll go with that. In fact, I might get another piece of stone just in case. But yeah, that should be everything we need to make our thing. That's to make our controller. That's what it is. Sorry, I forgot the name of it was there for a second. So let's go back over to our crafting bench. Machine casing, chiseled stone. Why am I trying to search the recipe for that? We should have everything we need to make that, and now everything to make a controller. So a controller, guys, this is going to be the this is going to be like the backbone, or like the main controller of our refined storage system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get some... Did I put my leadstone power conduit away? I'm sure I had some leadstone power conduit somewhere. I believe I may have put him away. Which, yes, I have done. There he is. So I was doing some leadstone stuff earlier off camera. I completely forgot to, in the last episode, put some wiring up to these guys. So I decided to do it now. So I'm going to go and run the controller, and I think... I'm trying to think where the best place to put him is. He's not going to take up that much space, the entire refined storage system. So I'm just going to plonk him down here. So I'm going to go and break the floor just a little bit. And put some leadstone flux ducts down. Stick them there. And we should have everything now to power the controller. So there we go, the controller's now getting power. There we go, controller's active. Now what this guy should allow us to do, in fact, have these guys run out of power? Yes, we are definitely going to need to find a better energy source. And I believe we have, do we have immersive engineering? I believe we do. I'm pretty sure we do have immersive engineering. I believe what you can do is you can get things from immersive engineering. You can get like things that pump oil, and then you can like refine that into fuel. And if I'm honest, I think that is exactly what I plan to do, because oil, as you can see here, so it can be processed in a refinery, which is exactly what I plan to do. As much as it's a non-renewable resource, I think it is definitely going to be good for sort of early game power. I mean, for now, Steam works because we are very, very early game. But yeah, I believe it should work for now. So what I'm going to need now is to create... So sort of the idea of doing refined storage, we're going to need somewhere to put our items. I believe a disk drive is probably the best way to do it. So you need an advanced processor, which is a printed... So you need a diamond, so I believe we may have to go mining before we can do all of this. So can we get a... If I type in refined storage, can we get some kind of chest? I mean, even just like a basic chest with one little drive in it would probably help right now.